Good evening. I'm Adrian Harewood. A member of the provincial Liberal government has introduced a private members bill with the goal of getting tough on so-called bandit cabs. They're unlicensed taxis that operate in all large cities, including Ottawa. Ottawa South MPP John Fraser is the first to introduce such a bill. Simon Gardner is standing by live with the details. Simon.
Well, Adrian, bandit cabs have actually been operating in Ottawa for many years. The city of Ottawa occasionally announces crackdowns on those bandit cabs, but it just doesn't have the legal teeth to really go after what it considers an illegal business. Recently, the American company Uber has been making inroads into the Ottawa taxi business, but it's just the most above ground of the unlicensed taxi operators. There are any number of solo drivers that act as taxis in name only. They are not regulated and are unlikely to have cameras in the taxis. Councillor Mark Taylor is chair of a committee that oversees the taxi business and says he's all for tougher laws.
And we've had sweeps before where we picked up people with no license, no insurance, weapons in the vehicle, drugs in the vehicle.
Now, Ottawa South MPP John Fraser has introduced a private members bill that dramatically increases fines up to a maximum of $30,000 and also gives authorities the right to impound vehicles and suspend driver's licenses for repeat offenders. We spoke to Fraser by phone from Toronto.
If my daughter is going down to the Byward Market on Saturday night, she's at university, and then she's there with a couple of friends, and they're drinking, and they're going to take a car home. When I think of them getting in that car, what's the thing that's most important to me? It's that it's safe. So you think about the driver, you think about the car.
Taxi drivers say this is good news for passenger safety and the driver's income.
Some of their cars running means they're taking business away from legal taxis, so that affect our income.
It's oftentimes a guy with a cell phone. They'll take to the clubs and sometimes just paper the place with the business cards, cheap rides to Orleans, what have you, that kind of thing.
While Uber is just one of the targets of the proposed bill, it issued a statement suggesting it should not be lumped in with the underground bandit cabs. The company says, "We are concerned, however, that this private members bill seeks to throttle innovation and wrongly group companies like Uber under this legislation." Now, John Fraser's private members bill is the first of two such initiatives going on at Queen's Park. Tomorrow, Conservative MPP Lisa MacLeod will introduce her own private members bill aimed at corralling those bandit cabs. Adrian.
This issue is not going away. Thanks so much, Simon.
You're welcome.